Okay, I hope you can see my screen now. Let me know if you cannot see the screen. And the last lecture, we did this last question that was on the average atomic mass or average atomic weight or molecular weight. Okay, so today we are going to deal with concentration terms. First of all, in concentration terms, I will always denote A as solvent and B as solute. So if, for example, if I have to write moles of solute, then rather than writing moles of solute, I will denote it as N for number of moles, and N is always used as number of moles, and I will subscript with B, that is going to give me number of moles of solute. I hope this nomenclature is fine. For example, if I write WB, what does WB mean? Tell me, guys. WB means, anyone?
Weight of solute.
Weight of solute. Okay. So first concentration term is mass percentage of the solute. It is simply defined as the mass of solute divided by the total mass of the solvent and solute, that is to the total mass of the solution into 100. Now, this is the definition, but more often you will see some information given in mass percentage terms. For example, they will give you X percentage W by W. So mass percentage is given by W by W of aqueous ethanol solution. They will give you this information. What does this mean? The important thing is that you should know what it translates to in simple English. So you have X percentage of W upon W. It means X grams of ethanol in 100 grams of solution. X grams of ethanol in, this is also very important, X gram of ethanol, because they have given ethanol as the solute. Aqueous is the, the medium is aqueous. That means we have the solvent as water. So it means X gram of ethanol in 100 gram of solution. Now this particular information, it can give you three things: the mass of solute, the mass of solvent, and the mass of solution. Okay. So for example, if I tell you, let us suppose you have 27% W by W HNO3 solution. So first of all, tell me number one, the mass of solute. Then tell me the mass of solution. When I will write solution, that will not have any subscript. Third is, write solution like this. And the mass of solvent. Tell me 1, 2, 3. If I have 27% W by W HNO3 solution. Tell me what will be 1, 2, and 3. I am expecting answer from everyone. Also send your answers to Salim, not to Learnivio. Okay, send your answers to Salim. Oh, what happened, guys? No one is answering. नहीं समझ में आया आप लोगों को? What happened? You don't have to write first answer, then you can write. पहले आंसर कर लीजिए. 27% W by W HNO3 solution. Then the mass of solute is equal to how much? Mass of solution is equal to how much? And mass of solvent is equal to how much? Okay, Saf. Yes, very good, Saf. That is correct. I hope this is easy. What happened, guys? Please answer jaldi. Itna time nahi lagna chahiye. Aksa, what happened? Yes, Aksa. Did you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then answer. Send the answer on WhatsApp. Oh, sorry, send the answer on Zoom chat. Okay. Alan, what about you? You understand this part, no? Yes, Alan, did you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then answer. What are you guys waiting for? Farhat, Hanifa, Hiba, Mamuna, what about you girls? Farhat, आपको समझ में आया?
जी sir.
Okay. Where are you from, Farhat? Yes, Farhat, where are you from?
Sir, Saudi Arabia.
You're from Saudi Arabia, you're at Saudi Arabia.
Sir, I live in Saudi Arabia.
Where are you basically from then?
Mumbai.
Oh, Mumbai. Which place in Mumbai?
Sir, I don't know the exact place.
अच्छा इतने दिन हो गए तो। My master's was from Mumbai, that is why I was asking. You must not know the college, but maybe your parents must know the college. Its older name was UDCT, but now it is known as ICT, Institute of Chemical Technology. Earlier it was known as UDCT. Your parents may recognize UDCT. I have only got one answer. Why is that? Aksa, Alan, Farhad, Hanifa, Hiba, Maimuna, समझ में आया आपको? Yes, Maimuna. I can't hear you. Maimuna, आपको समझ में आया? No. तो फिर आंसर कीजिए ना. What is the mass of solute? कहाँ भेज रहे हैं आप लोग आंसर? हवा में चला जा रहा है. I'm not receiving any answer except for SAF. Just separate your answers by comma. 1, 2, 3 तीन ही है. Yes, very good, Aksa. I hope it was very simple. Why did it take time, Aksa?
I actually sent it to the host.
Yes, send it to Salim. हम तो कह रहे हैं इतनी देर से. Okay. Hanifa, what's taking so much time, Hanifa? Okay, Hiba has answered. Hiba, can you please calculate that? The third part. Yes, Hanifa, tell me why it is taking so much time.
So my internet was lagging, so I just got the question.
You just got the question. Okay, fine. Okay, what about Maimuna? Why is it taking so much time, Maimuna? Yes, Maimuna, tell me. You're turning the mic on, but I can't hear anything. What about Alan? Tell me. What happened, Alan? I've not got the answer from you. Can you guys be a bit quick, please? Alan, tell me.
Yes, I think I'm having a bit of I'm still doing it.
Sorry?
No, I'm still doing it.
Why are you still doing it? Wait a second. Keep your mic on, Alan. Keep
Yes,
your
sir.
mic on. Read this statement. X percentage W by W.
So X passing W by of aqueous ethanol solution means X passing ethanol in 100 grams of solution.
Okay. So now we have 27% W by W of HNO3. Translate this. What does it? क्या meaning होगा इसका? Will translate to.
So
tell me.
HNO3 solution in 0.7
Sorry,
grams
sorry.
solution.
Once again, I could not hear that. Can you please repeat it?
So 27 gram or 27.7 gram of HNO3.
Wait. Why 27.7?
So it's 27.7, right?
Sorry?
Oh, 27
No,
percent. Okay.
it is percentage, not 27%.
Okay. I thought it said 27.7.
No, it's not 7. मतलब दोनों 7 में देखिए फर्क. Percentage ऐसे होता है. If you write percentage इस तरह से ना, this is not the way to write percentage.
Okay.
It's always like this. Okay.
Yes, so 27% of HNO3 in 100 grams of solution.
So 27 gram is what? Solute or solvent?
Solute.
Solute. So WB, mass of solute will be how much?
27.
27 gram. Mass of solution is how much? 100 grams.
100 minus 20. Okay, solution.
Mass of solution. Solution here. Solution is 100 gram.
Okay.
And WA will be 100 minus 27. That is equal to 73 grams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. I hope all of you have got this right. Now, next look here, all of you. Next is when you have X percentage W upon V. W upon V means mass by volume percentage. Earlier was only mass percentage. Now we have mass upon volume percentage. Of aqueous ethanol solution means mass of solute that is equal to X grams. Volume solution will be equal to 100 ml. And mass of solvent will be equal to 100, that is the volume of the solution, into its density. I will get the mass of solution minus X, that is the mass of solute. Okay, so mass of solvent will be equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute, as it was this case. But here, since we have the volume of solution, we will convert the volume to mass by multiplying by density. Okay, so density is the D is the density of solution in grams per ml. So I have, for example, let us suppose 20% W by V, HNO3 solution, and density is given as 1.2 grams per ml. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे बताइए number 1. What is the mass of solute? What is the mass of solute, guys? Tell me. What is the mass of solute? Okay, can anyone please answer? इतना आप लोगों को क्यों बोलना पड़ रहा है? हम फिर पढ़ाते चले जाएंगे, आप लोग से कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे फिर हम. Tell me, Aksa, what is the mass of solute?
20 grams.
हाँ, so please turn your mic on and अपने आप ही खुद ही बोलिए, ठीक है, सबसे जब हम पूछ रहे हैं तो. Now tell me what will be the mass of solution? This will be equal to 100, that is the volume into the density, है ना? Because see, density is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore, mass will be equal to what? Volume into density. ठीक है? So 100 is the volume of the solution into density. That density कितना है हमारे पास? Density है 1.2 grams per ml. This will be equal to how much? Tell me, guys. 1.2 into 100 will be equal to how much?
120.
120 grams. ठीक है? Now, WA will be equal to how much? The mass of solution, that is equal to what? 120 grams minus the mass of solute, that is equal to 20 grams, which will be equal to 100 grams. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. Clear है? हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं.
Yes, sir.
What about others? बाकी लोग को नहीं समझ में आया? Is it clear, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Next thing, we have X percentage V by V. V by V means volume upon volume. So in this case, you will only get the information about volume of solute, volume of solution, volume of solvent. यहाँ पे भी बहुत ही आसान सवाल है. For example, if you have 10% aqueous ethanol by volume. अगर by volume लिख दिया, that means it is volume percentage. Number 1, tell me what is the volume of solute. Volume of solute will be equal to how much? Tell me, guys. फिर से हम नाम ले किसी का,
10.
या खुद से आंसर कीजिएगा जी. Tell me, Hiba.
10.
हाँ, volume of solute will be equal to 10 ml. Very good. Volume of solution will be equal to volume of
100.
solution. Very good. 100 ml. ठीक है. And volume of solvent will be equal to how much?
100 minus 10.
That will be equal to
90.
90 ml. Very good. ठीक है, तो इसी तरह जल्दी जल्दी आंसर कीजिए, तभी तो आगे बढ़ेगा, है ना? Next we have Alan. आपका जवाब कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा. Next we have ppm. These are just revisions. I hope you have done all of these things in solution chapter. What does ppm mean? How much solute is present in 10 to the power 6 gram of solution? 10 to the power 6 gram of solution में कितना हमारे पास solute है? See, when you have %, ध्यान दीजिएगा इसको, %, उसी तरह से ये क्या है? Per million. If you look at the percentages part, you can see that how much solute is present in 100 ml. Cent का मतलब क्या होता है? 100, है ना? तो how much solute is present in 100 ml, 100 grams. In this case, when you have parts per million में क्या होगा? How much solute is present in 10 to the power 6 grams of solution. Similarly, we have parts per billion. B means billion. How much solute is present in 10 to the power 9 gram of solution? Okay, 10 to the power 9 gram of solution. Now, the relation between parts per million and mass percentage is that, see, mass percentage में already यहाँ पे कितने zeros हैं? 100 है, right? और million में कितना होता है? 10 to the power 6. ठीक है, 10 to the power 6 होता है. तो mass percentage में already 100 है, into 10 to the power 4 कर दीजिए आप, you will get parts per million. Mass percentage already has 100, you multiply by 10 to the power 7, you will get parts per billion. parts per million, we have already 6 zeros. You multiply it by 10 to the power 3, you will get parts per billion. Okay, so please write these things down. Is it visible? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just write it as fast as you can, main point. Okay. Because most of these informations are from 12th standard. Yeah, is everyone done? Okay, chalo. Next, let us see about mole fraction. Okay. What is mole fraction? Mole fraction of solute will be equal to the number of moles of solute upon the number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. Okay. This is for chi b. For example, if you have more than two components, then for that you will have number of moles of solute will be equal to number of moles of solute upon number of moles of A component, B component, C component, and so on. Okay. And number of moles of solvent will be equal to number of moles of solvent. Sorry, mole fraction of solvent will be equal to number of moles of solvent upon number of moles of solute plus solvent. So basically, when you have two components, then we will have just number of moles of solvent plus solute, and that will be under number of moles of solute. Okay. And one important part is that chi A plus chi B will be equal to 1. Chi A plus chi B will be equal to 1. Now, if they ask you what is the mole percentage of the solute, then देखिए, this is the moles of solute, this is the total number of moles. ठीक है? जैसे this is the marks obtained, this is the total marks. Into 100 कर दीजिए तो क्या मिल जाएगा आपको? Marks का percentage मिल जाएगा. Similarly, here we have the mole fraction. To convert it into the percentage, you just need to multiply by 100. So mole percentage of the solute will be equal to chi B into 100. Okay. Now one more thing is that if you divide chi A upon chi B, तो यहाँ पे आप देखिएगा क्या होगा. Please see. We have chi A upon chi B. Chi A is equal to Na upon Na plus Nb divided by chi B is equal to Nb upon Na plus Nb. है ना? तो यहाँ से देखिए आप, the denominators will be cancelled like this. Na plus Nb cancel, Na plus Nb cancel. Okay, so this will be equal to number of moles of A upon number of moles of B. So the ratio of mole fraction of solvent upon solute is equal to the ratio of moles of solvent upon solute. Okay, please write this down. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me. So let's see next. See, if mole fraction of solute is given, then they have indirectly given the chi-A. कैसे chi-A मिलेगा? Since chi-A plus chi-B is equal to 1, we can write chi-A is equal to 1 minus chi-B. Okay, so if they have given you the mole fraction of the solute, that means they have also given you the mole fraction of solvent. And they have also given the mole ratio of solvent and solute. है ना? जैसे कि chi-B दिया है तो उससे chi-A आ जाएगा. chi-A आ जाएगा तो फिर आपको Na upon Nb will be equal to chi-A upon chi-B. So you will also get the mole ratio of solvent and solute. Okay. Next concentration term is molality. Molality is defined by the number of moles of solute per kg of solvent. Okay. So Nb upon Wa in kg. Wa should be in kg. And if you have the mass of solvent in grams, you will multiply this whole thing into 1000. Okay. Multiply this whole thing by 1000. 3 zeros. Okay. The unit of molality is moles per kg. Now, for example, they have not given you the mass of solvent directly. They have given you the mass of solution. Okay. So what you are going to do, you have mass of solution and you have the number of moles of solute. अगर आपके पास ये दो चीजें हैं, so you will, molality will be equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent. क्या हो जाएगा? Mass of solvent will be equal to mass of solution minus the mass of solute. So वही क्या हमने mass of solution minus mass of solute. If both of these things are in grams, then what will happen? You have to multiply by 1000. Now let us suppose they have not even given you the mass of solution. They have only given you the volume and the density of the solution. So volume और density को आप multiply कर दीजिएगा and you will get the mass of solution minus mass of solute. इतना ही है. ठीक है. Next we have the relationship between molality and molarity. Now they have not given you the number of moles or anything like that. They have just given you molarity. Molarity of the solution is given. Then molarity is what it is? M moles in 1000 ml. है ना? M moles in 1000 ml. Molarity का मतलब ये होता है ना, number of moles per liter of solution. 1 liter contains 1000 ml. So I can write molarity is equal to what? M moles in 1000 ml. Now this number of moles will be substituted by M. Whatever the value of M is. अगर 2 है तो 2 हो गया, 3 है तो 3 हो गया, 0.5 है तो 0.5 हो गया. Divided by density into volume. Since the volume we have constructed to 1000 ml, I will write D into 1000. Okay. Now mass of solute will be equal to what? We know that number of moles will be equal to the given mass of the solute divided by the molar mass of the solute. Right? Molar weight of the solute. Now what will be the given mass? Wp will be equal to number of moles into the molar weight of the solute. Now number of moles we can get by the molarity. अगर मान लीजिए आपके पास you have 5 moles in 1 liter. So you will write 5 moles multiplied by the molecular weight of the solvent. So this is the same formula. सारी चीजें सेम ही है, बस यहाँ पे अलग-अलग फॉर्म में लिखा हुआ है. So please write this down. The different formulas for molality. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me the different formulas for molality.
Yes, sir.
What about others?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Sir, MWB is molar mass of solvent.
Solute. B है ना? B solute के लिए होता है.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This M here is molarity. ये कैपिटल M है, कैपिटल M is molarity. Should I write this down? Molarity D is equal to density. This should be in grams per ml. MWB is the molecular weight of solute. Okay, I hope everyone is done writing. Try this first question, very easy. 1 molal. In 1 molal solution that contains 0.5 moles of solute, there is how many? This is the concentration of the solution. This is the number of moles of the solution. Okay, 1 molal hai, lekin 0.5 moles of solute hai. Then what is the? क्या है? 500 ml solvent है, 500 gram of solvent है, 100 ml of solvent है, 1000 gram of solvent है. Choose the correct option. I'm giving you guys only 1 minute. It's a very easy question. Look at this part also. Says 0.5 mole hai. So 0.5 moles will be in what amount of solvent? अगर concentration 1 molar है, the concentration is 1 mole per kg, तो 0.5 moles कितने, किस amount of solvent में होगा, किस amount of solvent में होगा? Yes, Hanifa, now it is correct. 1 minute is over. Yes, Aksa correct. और लोगों का आंसर आ रहा है क्या? नहीं, और अच्छा एक आंसर आया था. Okay, fine. फरहत नहीं. Please see here. Alan, what about you? आपने आंसर नहीं किया. Alan? Yes, Alan, what is 1 molar mean? Yeah, Hiba correct. फरहत आप प्लीज देखिए. 1 molar. हाँ, फरहत now it is also correct. ठीक है. I hope all of you understood. 1 molar. सर क्या मतलब हुआ? 1 mole in 1000 ग्राम. जब हमारे पास 0.5 मोल होगा, कंसंट्रेशन सेम ही है, 0.5 मोल इन, इसका भी आधा कर लीजिए, कितना हो जाएगा? 500 ग्राम. आंसर विल बी बी, 500 ग्राम्स ऑफ सॉल्वेंट. सी नेक्स्ट. अच्छा, देखिए, which of the following is dependent on temperature? ठीक है. If you have any concentration term that has volume term in it, जिसमें भी वॉल्यूम टर्म होगा, that has volume term is dependent on temperature. Okay, so if you have volume term, then it will be dependent on temperature. That means, see, molality में temperature term होता है? No. Weight percentage में there is no question about the volume. Mole fraction में we have already seen that is only dependent on the number of moles. So this is also not. मोलारिटी में क्या होता है? मोलारिटी इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सॉल्यूट डिवाइड बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्यूशन इन लीटर्स, है ना? अभी हम लोग आगे देखेंगे. So this is the correct right answer. This is dependent on temperature. Now, see what is molarity. Molarity is number of moles of solute divided by, इसको basically कहते हैं moles per liter of solution. ठीक है, ध्यान रखिएगा यहाँ पे solution. Now, we can also see if the volume of solution is not given, the mass of solution is given, then density is equal to mass upon volume. Volume will be equal to mass upon density. ठीक है, तो mass दिया हुआ है, mass upon density, the denominator of denominator is numerator. So density will be getting into numerator and molarity will be equal to number of moles upon mass of solution into the density of solution in grams per liter. ठीक है, ये किसमें होना चाहिए डेंसिटी? ध्यान रखिएगा ग्राम्स पर लीटर में होना चाहिए. ग्राम्स पर एमएल में है तो फिर आपको you have to convert it. Okay, you will have to convert that to liters. Now, when this is also very important, when mass percentage and density of a solution is given, जब आपको mass नहीं दिया हुआ, क्या दिया हुआ? Mass percentage दिया हुआ. Okay, if you have been given the mass percentage and density, then molarity will be equal to what? X divided by molar weight. This is going to give you what? This is going to give you the number of moles into density upon 100 into density upon 100. This is going to give you the molarity. ठीक है, so इसको लिख लीजिए please. Let me extend a few more. इसको भी देख लीजिए. Now obviously number of moles of solute will be equal to mass into volume. इन दोनों को multiply कर दीजिए, आपको number of moles मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, when you have x percentage W by upon V given, that means mass by volume percentage is given, then the molarity is equal to x upon molecular weight into 1000 upon 100. 1000 is basically the conversion factor and 100 is basically the factor for this mass percentage. So if you convert it, then you will get x upon molecular weight into 10. Write this down. इसको अगर समझ में नहीं आया तो इसको समझ लीजिए. x परसेंटेज का क्या मतलब है? दिस इज x ग्राम्स इन 100 ml ऑफ सोल्यूशन. ठीक है, तो 100 ml को क्या लिख सकते हैं? 100 अपॉन 1000 लीटर्स. x ग्राम से नंबर ऑफ मोल्स के लिए आपको क्या चाहिए? x अपॉन द मॉलिक्यूलर वेट ऑफ b. ठीक है, सो दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स एंड दिस इज द वॉल्यूम. ये क्या है आपके पास? वॉल्यूम. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इज x अपॉन मॉलिक्यूलर वेट ऑफ b. ओके, एंड डिवीजन में ही क्या हो जाएगा आपके पास? तो वॉल्यूम. वॉल्यूम कितना है? 100 अपॉन 1000. तो 100 आ गया यहाँ पे, डिवाइड बाई 1000 वो ऊपर चल जाएगा, दिस विल बी 1000. यहाँ से आप इसको कैंसिल कीजिएगा, सो यू विल गेट x अपॉन mb इनटू 10. ओके, प्लीज राइट दिस फॉर्मूला. Okay, moving on. Normality. Normality is basically given as number of gram equivalent of solute divided by molarity into n factor. ठीक है, wait a second. ये मोलैरिटी इंटू एन फैक्टर नहीं होगा, दिस विल बी वॉल्यूम होगा, डिवाइड बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्यूशन। ओके, बट बेसिकली आपको क्या करना रहेगा, नॉर्मैलिटी विल बी इक्वल टू एन फैक्टर इंटू मोलैरिटी। जैसे you have H2SO4, for example you have 2 molar H2SO4, ठीक है, तो इसकी नॉर्मैलिटी क्या हो जाएगी, नॉर्मैलिटी विल बी इक्वल टू n फैक्टर फॉर H2SO4 is for acid it is how much H plus it is going to give. H2SO4 gives you 2 H plus, that is why it will be 2 into the molarity, that is 2, so it will give you 4 normal। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली हम लोग इसको इस वजह से यूज करते हैं, जैसे मान लीजिए आपके पास 2 मोलर H2SO4 है ना, एंड यू हैव लेट अस सपोज 2 मोलर NaOH, so are both of them going to neutralize each other? नहीं, तो उसको normalize किया जाएगा पहले। See H2SO4 since it is having 2 H plus ions, that means it is 2 normal, और NaOH में कितना OH मिलता है, you only get 1 OH, तो यहाँ पे sorry this is going to be 4 normal, और ये कितना हो जाएगा, this will be only 2 normal, so I will require twice amount of NaOH in order to neutralize H2SO4, ठीक है, that is why we normalize it in order to get good answers, or in order to just easy up the calculation for stoichiometric coefficient, ठीक है, तो बेसिकली इसका आइडिया यही है, बिना नॉर्मल के भी आप लोगों को समझ में आ जाएगा। बेसिकली आपको क्या पता होना चाहिए, हाउ मच एसिड, हाउ मच H plus is given by an acid and how much OH negative is given by a base। Okay, so write this down, normality is equal to n factor into molarity।
So can you repeat again what n factor is?
n factor for acid क्या होता है, for acid it is the number of H plus given by an acid, for base it is number of OH negative that is given by an acid। If you have any charged thing, for example Na plus का क्या होगा n factor, then it is the charge on the ion, कोई charge species के लिए, ठीक है, but generally आप लोग acid और base के लिए ही use करेंगे इसको। The number of H plus and number of OH negative that is given by an acid and a base respectively। Okay, please write this down। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स निकालने का एक नया फॉर्मूला, दैट इज वाई जनरली लोगों को ये दिखता नहीं है। ओके, जनरली दिमाग में ये चीज आती नहीं, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सॉल्यूट इज इक्वल टू द मोलैरिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम। ओके, मोलैरिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम। डन एवरीवन, यस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी।
Yes, sir.
Write this question। 6.02 into 10 to the power 20 molecules of urea present in 100 ml of solution. What is the concentration of solution? So concentration का generally meaning होता है molarity, and they have also given everything in molarity, है ना, molarity molarity molarity। हाँ ठीक है, तो molarity निकालनी है आपको। So molarity will be equal to number of moles of solute divided by the volume in liters। Now number of moles of solute will be equal to how much? The given number of particle divided by Avogadro's constants। So you'll have 6.02 into 10 to the power 20 divided by divided by the Avogadro's constant, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23। This will cancel, and you will get number of moles of solute will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3, है ना। Now molarity will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3 divided by volumes in liter। Volume is what? 0.1। 0.1 इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं, 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10 to the power minus 1। 0.1 liters होगा ना, 0.1 liter, ठीक है। This will be equal to 10 to the power minus 2 molar। 10 to the power minus 2 कितना हो जाएगा, 0.01, है ना, डी आंसर आ रहा है, वेरी गुड। चलिए इसको कीजिए प्लीज। What will be the molarity of solution which contains 5.85 NaCl per 500 ml? These are the options। सोडियम और क्लोरीन का मास पता है ना सबको, सोडियम का होता है कितना, 23, क्लोरीन का होता है 35.5। इस सवाल के लिए आपको मिलेगा 2 मिनट। स्टार्ट कैलकुलेटिंग, आप लोग सवाल बाद में लिखने की कोशिश कीजिएगा, ठीक है ना। स्क्रीन में देख के कैलकुलेशन स्टार्ट कीजिए आप लोग। ओके हनीफा, देखते हैं। Yes, Hanifa, I think that is correct. Yes, Aksa, correct. Yes, Alan, very good, correct. Yes, Farhat, very good, correct. Option number na Saif, ठीक है, very good. All of you are getting 0.2 molar. That is the correct answer. ठीक है. Number of moles will be equal to how much? 5.85 plus 0.5538 and 325. ठीक है. So this will be equal to 0.1 divided by 500 ml will be equal to 0.5. This will be equal to 1/5, which will be equal to 0.2 molar, है ना? Divided by the volume 0.5 है. This will be molarity directly. Okay. So next, moving on. If 500 ml of a 5 molar solution is diluted to 1500 ml, what will be the molarity of the solution obtained? ठीक है, ध्यान से देखिए यहाँ पे। अच्छा, काम कीजिए, सवाल को हम ले लेते हैं और we already have dilution जो हमको पढ़ना है, सारी dilution पढ़ लेते हैं, उसके बाद सवाल को लेते हैं, ठीक है। See here, dilution. Dilution means the addition of solvent only. Solvent के अलावा हम लोग कुछ और नहीं डाल रहे हैं. So if I am not adding any other thing, है ना, कुछ भी हम लोग ना डाल रहे हैं और ना ही कुछ और निकाल रहे हैं. We are only adding what? We are only adding solvent. We are only adding solvent. That means since there is no change in the number of moles of solute in the solution, I can write number of moles of solute will be equal to the number of moles of solute before and after the dilution. Before dilution, number of moles of solute will be equal to 2 moles. So after dilution, the number of moles of solute कितना होगा? 2 moles. Molarity will change because the volume has changed on addition of solvent. Please understand, it's very clear. The number of moles is not changing because we are not adding or removing any number of moles of solute. But the molarity will change because we are adding solvent, which is going to increase the volume, and molarity has a volume component. And since molarity is dependent on volume, the molarity is going to change, but the number of moles is not going to change. And if the number of moles is not going to change, then M1 into V1, that is before dilution, that is equal to number of moles of B, because molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume. So number of moles of B will be equal to M into molarity into volume. So M1 into V1, that is equal to NP. Before dilution and after dilution will be same, है ना? आपने V2 add कर दीजिए या add कर दीजिए, sorry, then you have added V2, then you are going to have a new molarity and new volume. The volume is going to be V1 plus V2, but the final molarity will be equal to how much? If you will get this from this formula, NB is equal to NB क्यों लिखा हमने? Before dilution, after dilution. M1 V1 is equal to MF into VF. Now molarity final will be equal to M1 V1 upon V final. This will be equal to how much? M1 V1 upon V1 plus V2 या फिर V final. ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ पे सवाल हम लोग कर सकते हैं बिल्कुल आसानी से. Okay, so see here. Now, if 500 ml of a 5 molar solution, 500 ml of 500 solution, 500 molar solution is diluted to 1500, that is V final. ठीक है, what will be the molarity? This is V1 and this is M1. So M final will be equal to M1 V1 upon V final. M1 is equal to 5 into volume is equal to how much? 0.5. Everything should be in the same liters or ml में ही रहना चाहिए, ठीक है? Liters में ही रखिए. Divide by 1500. 1500 क्या लिख सकते हैं? 1.5. This will be equal to how much? Tell me, guys. 5 into 0.5 upon 1.5. What is the answer? ये कितना हो जाएगा? 5 5 25, 2.5 upon 1.5 हो जाएगा ना? तो 25 upon 15 कितना हो गया? 5/3. 5/3. 5 5 25 है ना? Now 5 1 point. 20 और 18 6. The answer will be 2. Yeah, very good, guys. Correct. Okay, now see mixing of solutions. Mixing of solution में क्या होता है? You have number of moles of solute is NB1 here, number of moles of solute is NB2 here. Okay, which corresponds to M1V1 and this corresponds to M2V2. Okay, now when we are adding both of these things, the molarity is also going to change, the volume is also going to change. Volume will be simply the sum of the volumes of the first solution and the second solution VR. Now, what we can write, molarity of the resultant solution will be equal to number of moles of solute from 1 and 2 divided by the total volume. Number of moles of solute from the first solution is equal to NB1, which is equal to M1V1. Second के लिए NB2, which is equal to M2V2. ये दे देगा आपको total number of moles in the resultant of the final solution divided by V1 plus V2, which is the final volume. Molarity of the resultant solution will be equal to M1V1 plus M2V2 upon V1 plus V2. अगर यहाँ पे आपके पास कुछ और आ जाएगा तो plus M3V3 हो जाएगा divided by V3. ठीक है? So you can add it as much as you can. Please write this down. I hope you understood the concept. Please लिख लीजिए इसको. Okay, I hope you guys are done. Now moving on to stoichiometric calculations. Now, stoichiometric calculation. When you have been only given amount of one
7
species.
minutes, sir.
Okay. Please write. Done, guys. सैफ लिख लिया आपने? अरे इतना ये बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, ये लिख लीजिए बस आप लोग molarity of resultant solution. Yes, Saf done. Oh, Saf ने बोला रुक जाइए या फिर चलेगा Saf. Okay, sorry, my bad guys. What happened to Saf? He got disconnected. Okay. Stoichiometric calculations. In stoichiometric calculation, if you have only be given the amount of one species, है ना? When amount of only one species is given, then, for example, you have x a plus y b giving you z amount of c. Okay, x a plus y b giving you z amount of c. Then it will be equal. What is what you can write about the number of moles? Whatever the number of moles of a divided by the stoichiometric coefficient will be equal to number of moles of b divided by its stoichiometric coefficient and number of moles of c divided by its stoichiometric coefficient. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. Is this part clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is the only thing that when the amount of one species is given. If you have been given amount of more than one species, then we have to deal with limiting reagent. 11th standard concept of limiting reagent. Okay. So please write this down. Then we are going to do some questions. Done, guys. Is everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. चलो. ये सवाल कीजिए सबसे पहले आप लोग, उसके बाद उस ऊपर वाले सवाल को देखेंगे. To this question first. The number of moles of hydrogen molecules required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through Haber's process. What is Haber's process, by the way? It is N2 plus H2 giving you NH3. सबसे पहले इसको बैलेंस कीजिए. And then आपको क्या मिला है? Number of moles of hydrogen required to produce 20 moles of ammonia, है ना? तो आपको इसका number of moles दिया हुआ है. Number of moles of NH3 is given. You will divide it by the whatever stoichiometric coefficient is present. ठीक है? And उसके बाद आप क्या कीजिएगा? Number of moles of H2 ये आपको निकालना है, divided by the stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometric coefficient ये दोनों क्या हो जाएंगे? Equal हो जाएंगे. Stoichiometric coefficient of H and stoichiometric coefficient of NH3. Stoichiometric coefficient of hydrogen will go in that side of the reaction. Sorry, that side of the equation, and you will get the number of moles of H2. Calculate कीजिए. हाँ 60 कैसे आ रहा है? 60 नहीं आएगा, 60 तो ऑप्शन में ही नहीं है। बैलेंस कीजिए, बैलेंस बैलेंस। आई थिंक यू हैव नॉट बैलेंस द इक्वेशन। हाँ Aksa, that is correct. Very good, Aksa. The important thing in stoichiometry is you have to balance. Yes, Saf, correct now. So N2 plus 3H2 and 2 N2 है ना, इस तरह से. So number of moles of hydrogen is how much? वो नहीं पता आपको. Number of moles of H2 नहीं पता. Stoichiometric coefficient is equal to 3, that is equal to number of moles of NH3, that is equal to 20 divided by stoichiometric coefficient, that is equal to 2. तो ये आपके इधर चल जाएगा, 3 को उधर भेज देते हैं. So 10 and 30 मिल गया आपको सी आंसर. सबका सी आया, वेरी गुड, है ना, कितना आसान. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट आप कीजिए. नहीं, इसको कीजिए. A mixture of 2.3 grams of 2.3 gram of formic acid and 4.5 gram of oxalic acid with is treated with concentrated H2SO4. Evolved gaseous mixture is passed through KOH pellets. Weight in gram of the remaining product at STP will be how much? So this is basically a question on both. अगर आपको कितना chemical reactions आ रहा नहीं आ रहा है. Okay. हम आपको reactions देते रहे. Okay. So when you have formic acid, that is HCOOH, if you react this with H2SO4, then it is going to give you only two things. It is going to give you H2O plus carbon monoxide. And if you have CS3, sorry, you have oxalic acid, no? हमको लगा acetic acid है. Oxalic acid में you have H2C2O4, है ना? C double bond O, OH, C double bond O, OH, H2, C2 and O4. Yeah, you will have H2SO4. It is going to give you water, and it is also going to give you carbon monoxide and also carbon dioxide. ठीक है? First thing is that. So you have to first of all calculate कि 4.3 gram of formic acid कितना water और carbon monoxide देगा. Then the evolved gaseous mixture is passed through KOH pellets. ठीक है? So जो KOH pellet होता है, it is going to absorb the water molecules and also the carbon dioxide molecules. इन दोनों को वो क्या करता है? It is going to absorb both of these things. Is this clear? Yes or no? Basically, KOH जो absorb करेगा ना, वो carbon dioxide को absorb करता है, and water will be absorbed by H2SO4 itself. ठीक है? Basically ये दोनों चीजें क्या हो जाएंगी, निकल जाएंगी. So you have to see how many moles of carbon monoxide you are going to get. First of all, balance this and then tell me. Balance the chemical reaction. देखिए balance है या नहीं है. I think the first one is balanced, है ना? 2 हाइड्रोजन 1 ऑक्सीजन 1 कार्बन, है ना? यहाँ पे 2 हाइड्रोजन कार्बन 2 कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन 4 ऑक्सीजन. हाँ, both of these things are balanced. Now you have to get the molar mass of formic acid and oxalic acid. मोलर मास क्या हो जाएगा इसका? 1 और इधर 32, 34 और 12, 34 प्लस कितना हो जाएगा आपके पास? 46. ठीक है? And here it is going to be equal to how much? 24, 64 plus 24 and 2. So you'll have to write 90. This is going to be 90. Okay. So you will get number of moles of COH is equal to 2.3 divided by 46 और इसका हो जाएगा 4.5 divided by 90. Calculate these. कितना आएगा ये? This will be equal to how much? 1/20 है ना? This will be equal to this is also 1/20 ना? हाँ 45 2 हाँ ठीक है 1/20. Okay, so 1 mole of HCOH is going to give you 1 mole of carbon monoxide. 1 mole of H2CO4 is also going to give you 1 mole of carbon monoxide. So 1/20 moles of HCOH is also going to give you 1 point. So number of moles of carbon monoxide that you are going to get from formic acid will be 1/20 plus number of moles of carbon monoxide you are going to get from oxalic acid will also be 1/20. ठीक है, तो number of moles आपके पास यहाँ पे कितना निकल जाएगा? This will be equal to how much? कितना हो जाएगा ये? This will be equal to 1/10 है ना? ठीक है, जब भी दो चीज इस तरह से रहे ना आप लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा. 1/20 into 2 कर सकते हैं इसको. This will be equal to how much? 1/10. So 1/10 moles मिला है आपको. Now 1/10 moles. So 1 mole वेट बोले पूछा है ना कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड. कार्बन का कितना होता है? 12. ऑक्सीजन कितना होता है? 16. 6 2 8 और 1 1 2. So 28/1. So answer will be 2.8. Okay, done everyone. Yes or no, please tell me. अब इस सवाल को कीजिए आप लोग. Write this question. What mass of 95% pure calcium carbonate will be required to neutralize 50 ml of 0.5 molar HCl solution according to the following reaction? तो reaction यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है आपको. Okay, the reaction is already given. So you have to just see 50 ml. यहाँ से number of moles निकाल लीजिए इसका. Volume into 50 into 0.5. This will be equal to how much? 5 is 25 and 1 0 and 0. So this is going to give you 25 millimoles. ये देखिए ml है ना, ml का m रहेगा millimoles. That means this is 25 into 10 to the power 3. ठीक है, तो millimole की ही इसमें रखें. There is no problem in that. Then what mass of CaCO3? कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का आपको मोलर मास जानना पड़ेगा. What will be the molar mass of calcium carbonate? What is the mass of calcium, guys? कैल्शियम का मास पता है कि नहीं पता है? Calcium is 40. See, number of moles of calcium CO3 required will be equal to n upon 1 because यहाँ पे stoichiometry 1 है, equal to the number of moles of HCl. Number of moles of HCl divided by what is the stoichiometry? 2. The number of moles of CaCO3 will be equal to number of moles कितना है? 25 divided by 2. This is equal to 12.5 millimoles. This is the number of moles of CaCO3 required. ठीक है, 12.5. अब इसको कन्वर्ट कीजिए आप किसमें? This many millimoles into the mass. The mass of CaCO3 required will be equal to 12.5 into 100. That is the molar mass. ना ये भी किसमें मिली, ये आपका मिलीग्राम में आ जाएगा. This will be equal to how much? 1250 milligrams. That means it will be equal to 1.25 grams. ठीक है, 1.25 grams of pure calcium carbonate आपको चाहिए. Clear guys? Yes or no? Please tell me. है ना, 1.25 ग्राम प्योर चाहिए आपको, लेकिन 95% प्योर का क्या मतलब हुआ? यू शुड बी नीडिंग मोर देन, है ना, जो मास ऑफ कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट है विच इज 95% प्योर. ओके, सो 1.25 आपको प्योर चाहिए, इसमें आप लोगों को फिर ऐड करना पड़ेगा. सो बेसिकली 95 1.32 आंसर आएगा. ओके, इसको कैसे कैलकुलेट कीजिएगा? 1.25 है आपके पास इंटू 95/100. इसको कैलकुलेट कीजिए, कितना आ रहा है? वेट अ सेकंड. ये 1.25 also will be divided by 100. ठीक है, 1.25 into 95/100 करके देखिए ना आंसर. Is this right? Wait a second. Wait a second. X is equal to 95% pure है calcium carbonate ना. So mass of calcium carbonate is equal to whatever the mass is into 95/100. This is going to give you the pure. So M will be equal to 95/100 into X. X आपके पास 1.25. Okay. This will be like this. 95/100 into 1.25. No, wait a second. क्या गलती कर रहे हैं? Just a second, guys. Answer will be 1.32. 1.25 से थोड़ा ज्यादा ही होगा बस. Wait a second. 95% pure. So mass of pure CaCO3 will be equal to अगर 100 ग्राम दिया हमने तो ये 95 हो जाएगा. Mass of pure CaCO3 100 ग्राम हमने लिया इसलिए 95. That means 95 grams in 100 grams. 1 gram in 100/95. So 1.25 grams in 100/95 into 1.25. Okay, my friend. This is going to give you the answer. And this is going to give you 1.31 0.57, which will be approximately equal to 1.32 grams, जो कि आंसर है आपका C. Which was evident because 1.25 से थोड़ा ही से ज्यादा होगा, तो 3.65 and 9.5 is way higher. 1.25 हो नहीं सकता because it is not pure CaCO3. So 1.32 is going to be the answer. Please write this down. Then write this question as homework. Take a screenshot. In an experiment, it showed that 10 ml of 0.05 molar solution of a chloride required 10 ml of 0.1 molar AgNO3. Which of the following formula of the chloride? So try कीजिएगा, नहीं हुआ तो फिर I will do this in the next class. Both of these questions are as homework, okay? Both of these. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now, let us see what is limiting reagent. Limiting reagent concept तभी आता है when you have the amount of 2 or more reactant species given. 2 or more reactant. कोई भी species नहीं. If you have been given 2 or more reactant species का amount, then only we are going to use the concept of limiting reagent. Okay. Now, इसमें भी first of all you have to balance the reaction, and then the reactant with the smallest value of mole upon coefficient. For example, आपने दिया है 20 moles of A, and X की value है let us suppose 1, और Y की value है 2, और आपने दिया है यहाँ पे how many moles of B? You have taken let us suppose 30 moles of B. So 20 upon 1 and 30 upon 2. इसमें से कौन कम हो गया? 30 upon 2 is lesser. That is why this is going to be my limiting reagent. And when you have identified the limiting reagent, this is the way how you are going to identify the limiting reagent. Mole upon coefficient पहले भी करते आ रहे थे हम लोग. Mole upon coefficient आपको कर लेना है, and then उसमें से भी जो भी छोटा हो, whatever is smaller in that, you are going to use that as the limiting reagent. Then you have to calculate the amount of product using limiting reagent. So mole upon coefficient of limiting reagent will be equal to mole upon coefficient of the product. Please write this down. All these steps. The balancing is very important. If you have not balanced the chemical reaction, then you are going to get wrong answers. Okay, I have all of you have written this. So you
1
write
minute,
this
sir.
first. Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. Number of moles nikalna is very crucial. Okay, so you have to know everything on how to calculate number of moles. Please see this next question. When 22.4 liters of H2 gas is mixed with 11.2 liters of chlorine gas at STP, the moles of HCl form. As soon as you see, there are two reactants given. You have been given the amount of H2 and you have been given the amount of Cl2. You have to get the amount of product. So यहाँ पे limiting reagent का concept इस्तेमाल होगा. First of all, balance the chemical reaction. आप chemical reaction लिखना है. H2 plus Cl2 is going to give you 2HCl, right? It is balanced now. The number of moles of H2 कितना हो जाएगा? 22.4. देखिए, this will be 22.4 divided by 22.4, which will be equal to 1. 11.2 divided by 22.4, which will be equal to 0.5. So this is 1. Number of moles is equal to what? 1. Stoichiometric coefficient is equal to 1. And chlorine is equal to 0.5 divided by 1. No. और HCl में क्या हो जाएगा? Whatever number of moles of HCl we are going to get divided by 2. All of these things will be equal. अब इसमें से बताइए reactant में से which is smaller? Hydrogen का या chlorine का? Which is smaller? Tell me.
Chlorine.
Chlorine is smaller. So chlorine will be used in order to calculate the number of moles of HCl. अब आप इन दोनों equation को equate कर दीजिए. So you'll have number of moles of HCl will be equal to 2 into 0.5, which is equal to how much? 1 mole. Clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
है ना? आसान है बहुत. ठीक है. So please remember, छोटा सा सवाल सब हो जाएगा आसानी से. Then do this question, guys. इस सवाल को कीजिए. 10 grams of hydrogen, 64 grams of oxygen filled in a steel vessel and exploded. तो water form होगा, बहुत ज़्यादा heat कीजिएगा. तो amount of water produced in this reaction will be. तो इस reaction को आप लोग balance कीजिए. H2 plus O2 gives you H2O. And then first of all find out what is the limiting reagent. उसके बाद आप लोग calculate कर लीजिएगा number of amount. What is the amount of water form? Okay, Sam. I've got one answer waiting for others. Oh, Farhat is getting some other answer. Farhat, can you please send whatever you have done to this WhatsApp number? How you have done, Farhat? I'm waiting for other guys. Pablo, please. Yes, Alan, that is correct. Very good. Bharat, can you please send whatever you have done, how you have done it, to this number on WhatsApp? Oh, you don't have the phone. Okay. See guys, here all of you, please see. इसके बाद हम लोग close करेंगे session को. We have H2. Okay. So H2 यहाँ पे 2 है आपके पास. So how can I? Yeah, this will be the balanced chemical reaction. Okay, so 4 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 1 oxygen. Okay. Now, what is the number of moles of hydrogen that we have? It is 10 grams. So 10 grams, that is 10 grams divided by the molarity of hydrogen will be equal to 2. That is going to give you 5 moles. Oxygen key number of moles of oxygen is equal to how much? This is 64 divided by oxygen 1 का होता 16, 2 का हो जाएगा 32. So you're going to get, you're going to get 2 moles. 2 moles of oxygen. Now number of moles upon coefficient क्या हो जाएगा? 5 by 2, and this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to 2 by 1. This will be equal to also, whatever number of moles of H2O you are going to get, divided by the coefficient, that is 2. ये सारी चीजें बराबर होंगी. First of all, we have to see what is the limiting reagent. So 5 upon 2 is 2.5. This is 2. So obviously, oxygen is my limiting reagent. Now I can write number of moles of H2O will be equal to 2 into 2, that is equal to 4 moles. इसमें आप लोगों ने कैसे गलती कर दी? This is the correct answer. Please write this down. I hope all of you are done. And can you please just screenshot these 2 questions? This question and this question. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay, so we have completed mole concept and we have given you some questions. So please try कीजिएगा. If you could not do those questions, please let me know. In the next class, I will discuss them. Now, also in the next class, we are going to discuss solution and colligative property. So from the solution part, I will be only discussing Henry's law and Rawls' law, deviations of Rawls' law, isotopes, and so on. And in colligative property, we'll be learning about the LVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, osmotic pressure, and also we'll talk about the abnormal molar mass. ओके सो बेसिकली आप क्या करना है, प्लीज जो भी तो आपने 12th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ा है, देखिए एक और सोल्यूशन में देयर इज वन मोर कंपोनेंट व्हिच इज कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स. कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन. So Henry's law, Rawls law के सवाल, and then colligative property and abnormal molar mass के सवाल. That is the one which is what we are going to do in the next class. So please revise these sections from the 12th notes also only, from the 12th NCERT textbook itself, and we are going to do maximum questions वहाँ पे. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, please you can also